Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for being here. So I just wanted to let everybody know I'm going to start the streams a little bit later from here on out. It's been a real challenge to get started right at 8, so I hope you guys don't mind me pushing it to 8:15. I was considering going to 8:30, but it seems 8:15 is sufficient for now, so we're going to go ahead and stick with that. So just keep that in mind for next week. I'm going to be starting at 8:15 from here on out. So say hello if you're here. For some reason I'm not seeing anything in the chat, so and if anybody is here, let me know if you can hear me okay. It says that my signal's a little wonky, so I know that the energy is super weird right now. It's been weird for a little while. I don't know about you all, but it's been a little bit of a challenge. It does appear that I'm freezing a lot, so hopefully it's okay on your guys' end. For some reason I'm not getting any chat. Bear with me for just a second. I have no idea if it's even still streaming right now or if it's completely frozen. Okay, there we go. Now I can see the chat. Hopefully, there we go. I'm like, I know there's gotta be people talking. That said there was 7 people here, but there was nothing in the chat, and I was like, this just doesn't seem right. So now that we are back on, welcome Genevieve, That Way, Bravery, Soul Moon's Rising, you made it here early. Chakra Bunny, Scott Murphy, and Reverend Sarah Reeves. Oh, yeah, no, you weren't late. I'm gonna go ahead and start them a little bit later from here on out. It has just been a little bit of a challenge with my kids to get started right at 8 o'clock, you guys, so I hope you can all understand. Katie, you made it. Alright, so I'm just going to double check over the chat, make sure I didn't miss anyone. Like, hello. Amazing. Cool. I think a little glitchy. A little glitchy. Okay, I was thinking little glitchy for a second. I was thinking like a little glitch. That's funny. The video is glitchy, but the audio is good. Okay, that's good. Snoop Scotty Scott. What's up, B-Rad? Welcome. Thank you for being here, everyone. So I'm sorry that it is a little bit glitchy. I'm glad the audio is good. I'm so happy that you all, and how about the energy? Like, how's everybody feeling? It's been kind of nuts. Headaches every day for about a week now. I know we've been hitting KP0 like a lot, like especially the last 3-4 days. More, oh, bravery. Oh, you guys are the best. I love you all so much. Oh, 144 average watch time. That's a beautiful synchronicity. So, the sun's been like a little bit non-reactive. The energy's definitely been low. We do have the coronal hole that's supposed to be bringing in some significant energy. I haven't seen a whole lot. On the KPs, there has been a little bit of activity, so I'm not going to say it's been completely quiet. But basically what I've been feeling a lot, and it's one of the things that I've noticed, is when we get into the higher KPs, I don't get affected as much as when we're really in the low KPs, like KP zeros. And I noticed the last 3 days in particular, we spent more time in KP zero than not. And that's been really intense for me. And I think that's a lot connected to the amount of pressure I've been feeling, the headaches I've been having. I had, on top of regular migraines, I get ocular migraines sometimes that takes out my field of vision. And I got one of those, was it yesterday or the day before? Like the other day? I can't even remember. I'm having trouble keeping track of time right now. It was the other day, and I haven't had one of those in a while. And I was just like, I remember I couldn't read anything on my screen unless I like looked around it. I had to like look around things because like everything in the center of my view was completely like distorted. It was so frustrating. Yeah, the kids. Yeah, totally. Been over the moon. Super excited. Nice. Yeah, it seemed like you were in a good mood when I popped in on. Oh, look at that. 222. Lots of synchronicities tonight. When I popped into your live earlier, you seemed in high spirits. I couldn't stay. I had to check in with Glitchy for a minute. And then I needed to get on my work. I was super behind today. I didn't even get my thumbnail out till super late. I ended up actually going and taking a nap instead of doing my thumbnail today, so I had to like get up and do that real quick. But I did get a nap in today, so that was good. I got to sleep for a whole hour. It was amazing. So, we have 12 people here. Do you guys have any questions? Do you want to talk about the energy? Or would you like to go right into a grounding meditation and we can chat afterwards? Let me know what you guys want to do in the chat. Today we're going to be working with the root chakra, doing some grounding. I've been sending Reiki to the ones that need it, but I have been pretty grounded, getting downloads, but I have not had pain from them. Oh, that's good. For me, grounding has been a big thing, and I think that's why I kind of brought that in today. So one of the things that I was, thinking about was, you know how like when you plug in your computer or an electronic device, and you have to plug it in through a grounding wire, otherwise like if there's like an electrical storm or some kind of like a geomagnetic storm, it could affect your electronic device if it's not properly grounded. It could, essentially fry it, So I was thinking about that in terms of us, in terms of humans, and how often we get these energy whether it's like an imbalance of energy where we're like way down in KP 0 or we're getting like KP 5, 6, we're in the geomagnetic storm conditions. How often we walk around completely ungrounded, and how many of us are basically just like becoming frayed wires because of this energy, and how important grounding is and how much we really don't do it. So I wanted to kind of bring some light, some focus and some awareness to that today. If you're not grounding yourself, if you're feeling like really rigid and really frayed and just like what is going on with me, and there's a lot of energy coming in, I think one of the first things you need to ask yourself is, am I grounded? Have I done anything today to ground myself? Have I done any kind of grounding, breath work, or visualization? Or you can even eat certain foods that will help you ground. Like root vegetables and stuff like that are great for grounding. That's one thing that I think that I need to work on more. It was something that was definitely called to my attention as something that I don't work on nearly enough, especially being somebody who has like hardly any earth in their chart. I have like hardly any earth at all. I think I have Capricorn in my Mars, and like maybe I think I have some Taurus in there, and like a couple other, like I think maybe one other marking that's an earth sign, and the rest is all like fire and water and air. So grounding is difficult for me, and I know that there's other of you in here. I mean, Sarah, I know you don't struggle so much with grounding because you're just kind of naturally grounded. You kind of came in with that energy, but that's also because of your connection with Gaia, so that also is significant. So today I really want to focus on doing some visualizations as well as doing a couple little breathwork exercises, just a couple things that I do that I can share with you guys to help with grounding, with you getting grounded, as well as opening and kind of clearing energy from that root chakra. If a lot of you guys are having pain in your back, your hips, your lower back, like just feeling kind of weighed down in that area where, you know, you just really have a hard time with your balance even, or just feeling like kind of stooped a little bit just because there's so much dense energy there, this will hopefully help kind of move that around. I'm going to check the chat real quick before I get too far. Work is challenging at the moment. What's going on with work, Bravery? Feel free to, sorry, grabbing my chapstick. Let us know what's going on with you. Singing for 2.5 hours. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, that's insane. I can't do that. I don't have that kind of energy. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say I can't do that because I used to do that for a job. I can do that. When I was in a band, we used to do, you know, shifts. We'd do 1 hour on stage and either 15-minute or 30-minute breaks depending on what casino we were playing at. And we usually do 4-hour sets, and each set would be about an hour. So I'd be on stage singing and dancing for about, 4 hours, not including the breaks that we would take in between each set. So I've done it. I can do it. It's just been a while. I haven't been in a band since my son was a baby, and he's 11 now. So it's been a while. Genevieve, me loves you, Darren. Sending love, love, love. John Binney, welcome. Thank you for being here. Water works great too. Take a bath or go swimming. Oh yes, for grounding. So one of the ways you can ground using, like a bath or water, like spring water, natural bodies of water will help you ground and help you clear your energy, cleanse your aura. And then if you have just a regular bath, you can do Himalayan pink salt and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Clear the energy, clear your aura, ground your energy. Great for empaths, like if you take on a lot of other people's energy. I agree about grounding, especially during the winter. Yes, that's actually a really good point, Bravery. I'm glad you said that. The winter, I think, is when we forget the most to ground because it's not as easy to just walk outside without our shoes on, breathe in that morning air, listen to the birds sing, because it's so cold. You want to get up, you want to get your cup of coffee, you want to stay bundled up for an hour, whatever, checking your Facebook. You usually don't go outside right off the bat when it's cold. So during the winter, make sure you're doing extra work grounding, using alternative methods if you can't go outside. Yes, take a Dead Sea salt bath to ground. Dead Sea salt, Himalayan pink salt. I think there's a couple other salts you could probably get your hands on that work. I honestly don't do it ever really, or if I do, it's subconscious. Oh, are you talking about grounding, Scott Murphy? Well, maybe you should, you're going to do it with me today and see if you notice a difference in your energy, so that'll work. Hi, love, just popping in to send energetic hugs. I think I have my Mars in Cap too. I'm an Airy Fairy. Yes, you are, my dear. And we'll be connecting on Sunday. I didn't get your light language video to you yet because of that darn migraine that just came out of nowhere, like a freaking asteroid hit me in the head. Oh, look at that, 444. Of course, when our angelic sister shows up, we get 444. Put some stone in your bath too. Oh yes, I like to put amethyst. So I have my smaller amethysts. Oh, look at that, 1444. Lots of 444s. Like my little amethyst, and I just kind of sprinkle them around the bath in with me. Or if you guys have access to obsidian, wait, that's not obsidian, that's tourmaline. Obsidian is great because that will help ground and kind of transmute that negative energy. Starfish! Hi, Faery. Funny, I just jumped on when you talked about back pain, and I was experiencing that hours ago. And your back hurts too, Tila. Well, I'm super glad we're doing a grounding meditation. As soon as I get caught up on the chat, we will go ahead and get started. So if anybody wants to go ahead and grab your water now, or any grounding stones you want to use for the meditation, I'm going to tell you to do that now while I get caught up. Some nice tolerant crystals. Yes, water tolerant crystals. Make sure you're not putting like malachite or something that's, there's a few that you don't want to put in water. You don't want to put fluoride in water. You don't want to put malachite in water. You definitely don't want to put selenite in water. It will just dissolve. Definitely look up your crystal. Make sure it is safe to put in your water before you put it in your water. I'm going to say that again. Make sure your crystals are water safe before you put them in your water, especially like certain crystals like malachite. You do not want to get wet, stuff like that. Okay, so that's just really important, you guys, when putting crystals in your bath water. Make sure that they're safe. I just let it all flow freely and it never stagnates. Nice. I would sing for 3.5 hours in a pub covers band, just not very well. Yeah. I remember by the last set, because we would do the late shift a lot of times, because we had day jobs, so it was just easier for us to work the late shift. So the casino we used to play at a lot was called the Atlantis. It's in Reno. And we'd play the shift that started, I want to say it started sometime after 9, maybe, and then we played until like 4 in the morning. But yeah, that last set was always such a guy down below at the bar, like smoking a cigarette with his face on a machine, and like maybe 2 or 3 people literally playing to nobody, and you're standing up there trying to like keep up this act and perform to nobody after you've been doing it for hours. It's really exhausting. I just remember that last set was always such a challenge. And then I'd go to work, and I'd work at like 7 a.m. the next morning. I would sleep in the car ride home. Work has been in a shed at a table sitting for hours. No growing during winter, just weighing. I struggle with sitting. That has got to be really painful. Especially if you're used to moving around, you know, on the farm, constantly being active, and now you're kind of just like stuck in one spot. Do you have access to like maybe getting like you know, like one of those exercise balls? So instead of sitting in a chair, you can sit on a ball. That way you can shift your hips and move your body around a little bit as you're kind of doing your work, so that your body doesn't, because I know what you mean. When I'm sitting there working, making stuff, and I'm kind of in a position and I'm stuck not moving for a long period of time, my hips hurt, my back hurts, all my whole body will start to hurt, especially like my neck and shoulders. That would be great to see, John. My voice really started giving out at the end. Yes, I like using cedarwood essential oil in the bath. Yeah, I like the smell of cedarwood essential oil too. Complaining a little since... I'm complaining a little since all is well. That's okay. You're allowed to do that, dear one. I put Cambaba jasper, citrine, and green aventurine on the new moon in my bath. Oh, nice. That new moon, dude, it totally threw me for a loop. I didn't even realize it was a new moon. I was completely unprepared for it till like post new moon, and I was just like, what the heck just happened? And then it was like, oh, shiza, it was a new moon. So that makes sense why so much just completely just went through, like, whew. It did a somersault. Life did a somersault for a minute there. It was like, what's going on here? So that energy really hit me strong this month, and maybe that's because of my Mars in Capricorn. Who knows? I know the new moon was in Capricorn. I sit all day at work too. Gets to me a lot. Much rather be moving around. I remember when I was working at the desk in San Francisco, and I was sitting there from 8 to 6 every day, and it was just like my body was in so much pain. Hi, Jansu, welcome. No worries. I hope you're feeling better. Hope those frequencies help. Actually, they did. It was one that you sent me for headaches, that I actually used like right after our session, because it just like kind of like hit me out of nowhere. I don't know why. I think maybe because we were in KP0 and I hadn't realized it. So I didn't ground enough maybe that day. So I think that's probably a lot. If I don't ground and we go into these heavy energy waves and I'm not properly grounded, it's like I can't function properly. Kristen's been having a lot of back pain, been giving her massages. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Do that, because not only is it help move the energy, because your hands are like magnetic receptors. So this is something for you all to know. Those of you that suffer from pain in your own body, and then, you know, those little magnets. And so you can use them to heal people, to heal pain from their body, to move energy in their body. You don't have to be certified or, you know, what is the word where they like tell you have your power, I don't know, attune you. You don't have to be any of that. It's your natural God-given gift. It's part of your biology. You have these natural energy magnetic receptors in your hand that you can use to heal yourself and other people simply by touching them. Okay? So just keep that in mind, all of you. Everybody has the ability to heal themselves and each other. If you want to get more, you know, like integrated into it so that you can like develop formulas and get very complex, because energy is a language, then yes, get into energy healing and stuff like that. But don't think that you have to be attuned or certified to use your own natural energy, because you are more than capable. My energy absorbed my whole malachite. I enjoyed your album premiere yesterday. Oh, John Binney, did you have another album premiere? Man, what number are you at now? It's incredible. Oh my gosh, you just moved to Nevada, Starfish, Carson City? No way. No way. That's crazy, because I think we might be moving back there too. That's crazy. That's insane. Well, that would be cool to meet you if we end up living in the same town. Sorry, Sarah, definitely not going back to Tahoe. I don't think that's ever going to be in the books. It's too expensive there now. Thank you, Soul Moon's Rising. So kind you came along. Felt like you were there to ask someone step out of religion into their own divinity. That's beautiful. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm having my ungrounded moment. That's fine. That's nice of you to help with the massage, Scott. Yes. Yes, I was purging, a lot of crying, so tired, and didn't even realize it was... Oh, you mean a new moon? Are you talking about the full moon, the new moon we just had? Because that had me, like... Yeah, I can't even go into detail, but I can tell you it was significant. Not leaving yet. Okay, Sarah. We love you, Sarah. Everybody send Sarah love and good vibes. Try my best. Darren, she's growing at a rapid pace and still doesn't understand a lot. Oh, with her spirituality, that's got to be a little bit of a challenge. Look at the beautiful purple hearts. Purple Heart Crew! Now that's what I call a sync. Yes, oh my god, if you do, let's get together, definitely. 48 albums! Holy crap, that's insane! Yes, so Sarah lives in Tahoe. Starfish. Have you ever been to Tahoe? I mean, you just moved to Carson. Have you been up to Tahoe yet? Like, have you been to South Shore yet? Yeah, I know it's getting expensive in Carson City and Reno, but it's pretty much, I think it's turning into that everywhere. You've been up to Lake Tahoe once. Beautiful. Yes, it is gorgeous there. I spent all my teenage years there. Okay, so I'm caught up on the chat. So if anybody hasn't yet, go ahead and grab your water. I'm going to see if I can find mine where the heck I put it. And we'll go ahead and get this meditation going. Where did I put my water? There it is. Okay. So I always recommend drinking a little bit of water before and after these meditations. It really helps with the energy. If you're dehydrated, you're not doing yourself a whole lot of favors. During these energy waves and just with energy healing in general, you're going to see a lot more results with the energy if you're hydrated, because it helps you move the energy through the body. It is pretty pricey. It's beautiful. I have no idea what anything is here yet. Just, wait till middle of summer to try to go swimming in the lake. Otherwise, you're gonna. It's really cold. It's snow water. Good day, beautiful fam. Hi, Patricia Julie Burke. You made it just in time. We're about to start the meditation. Like the actual lake. Oh, you haven't been to the actual lake. Yeah. It's not that far into town once you get past state line. Which shore were you on? North Shore or South Shore? You came from... Oh, yeah, you came from Kentucky, so I bet. I bet. It's going to be an interesting group hugs. Welcome, Angelfish. You made it just in time. I'm so glad all of you that just showed up. Perfect timing. We're just about to start the grounding meditation. So if you haven't already, then... Oh, Angelfish and Bravery getting that telepathic communication going on. If you haven't already, grab some water, have a sip, and let's go ahead and get started by taking some nice deep breaths. So this first breath, I want you to take a nice deep breath, and I want you to try to breathe it in while bringing your focus down to the base of your spine. So breathe in that deep through the base of your body and bring the energy all the way up to the top of your head. So breathe in deep, holding the energy all the way up here at the top of your head. And when you have kind of felt the energy come all the way up to the top, I want you to go ahead and just allow the energy to come all the way back down. And so we're going to do that a couple more times just to really get the body kind of open, to get some breath moving. Breathe in some of that prana energy. So take another nice deep breath, deep through the base of the spine, and pull it all the way up to the top, okay? And I like to kind of visualize this, like, those games at the fair where you hit the hammer down and it has the thing that pops up. So I want you to kind of visualize as you're taking the breath, you're breathing that button all the way up as high as you can go, as if you were like hitting down the hammer, okay? And then as you're taking the out breath, you're seeing it kind of drop, and you're dropping all your stress, all your worries, all your tension on the out breath. So one more nice deep breath, your spine. And when you're ready, go ahead and just drop that breath. And we're going to do just one more deep breath, and then we're going to go ahead and start some visualization and really get you super grounded, okay? One more nice deep breath in through the base of the spine. Hold it all the way up at the top, and when you're ready, go ahead and just drop it, dropping all your worries and stress from the day. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shift my position because my feet are starting to vibrate. Oh my gosh, I would love that, Sarah. Starfish, that would be amazing. It would make me very happy. Alright, so just continue taking nice deep breaths. And this time I want you to visualize an anchor An anchor dropping all the way from the base of your spine as you continue breathing deeply. And with each breath, I want you to see that anchor lowering down more and more, moving down now through every layer of the earth. And as that anchor continues moving down through every layer, it may find a space within the center of the earth. And in that space there is a beautiful, bright, glowing crystal. And I want you to feel this anchor wrapping around that beautiful, glowing crystal. And as you feel your anchor really tightly, firmly wrapping around that crystal, I want you to recognize Mother Gaia's beautiful energy. And I want you to breathe in her energy through that cord. And I want you to really feel her energy fill every part of your body, every cell, every bone, every fiber of your being as you breathe in her energy, breathing in deeply now. Breathe that energy up that anchor and allow it to fill your space, wrapping around you now, filling you with love, filling you with this beautiful, warm energy and wrapping around you like a hug, comforting you. I want you to continue breathing her beautiful energy all the way up into your heart space, and I want you to allow that heart space to just open now, allowing that heart to open so beautifully. As you open and expand your beautiful heart chakra, I want you to visualize a golden cord going all the way from the top of your head, moving all the way up now. And I want you to visualize that golden cord going up as high as you can send it and as high as you can go. And I want you to just plug it in. And I want you to plug that cord in, and as you plug it in, I want you to feel that electric sensation coming down as you breathe that energy down that cord. And I want you to allow that golden white light to come down that cord, surrounding you, lighting you up and filling you with the most beautiful, powerful energy. And allow it to surround you now, surround you with love, surround you with light, surround you with protection. And I want you to bring these energies together now. And I want you to find that space within your heart, and I want you to connect those energies, opening and expanding that beautiful heart chakra. And as you open and expand, opening and expanding that beautiful heart, I want you to go ahead and just picture inside your mind. I want you to see yourself as any kind of plant you desire, whether this be a tree, a flower, a bush, or perhaps just a favorite type of plant that you have. I want you to picture inside your mind this plant is just a seed, and if you don't know what it looks like as a seed, I want you to just imagine what it might look like as a seed. And I want you to imagine that you are this plant and that you are this seed. And I want you to go ahead and just picture this inside your mind, what it might be like to be that plant, to be that seed, and to feel yourself being placed into the earth. And I want you to feel yourself right now in that dirt and just feel the earth around you. You may even smell dirt. Those of you that have a very keen, intuitive sense of smell, you may start to smell a sense of mustiness. You may feel a slight coolness or dampness, or even a warmth. This can be different for each one of you. I just want you to imagine what it would feel like if you were that seed and you were just experiencing what it feels like to be in that dirt right now. And just take a moment and just imagine, allow your imagination to take you there, what it might feel like. I just want you to imagine as that seed that you are experiencing, what it might feel like to be watered for the first time. And as you feel that water surrounding you, allow it to cleanse you now. Allow it to clear all the energy from around you. Allow that water to begin transforming you now as you start to feel parts of you change. And as you start to feel yourself change and transform, you start to feel little bits of movement in different parts of your body. And suddenly little bits of light are starting to poke through the darkness. And as you go through this beautiful transformation, you start to see more and more light. And as things become brighter and brighter, you start to feel these rays of light come down upon you. And I want you to see just little hints of light breaking through the darkness. Now, and as the light gets brighter and brighter and you feel that warmth surrounding every part of you, I want you to feel yourself growing now out of this dirt, growing now above the dirt. So now you see the dirt below you. You still feel it surrounding all the root systems that are holding deep, anchoring you into that earth, but you feel yourself rising above now and peering down upon your growth. And I want you to imagine what you might look like as this plant, as just its very small form. It hasn't yet blossomed, it's just started its transformation. It's just experienced leaving the earth for the first time and seeing that light and experiencing the feeling of the rays of the sun on its petals or leaves or whatever that is in your imagination. I want you all to breathe and feel the golden energy surrounding you and feel your transformation begin once more as you go from the seedling stage into a more blossoming, as you begin to bloom and blossom, and you may even begin to bear fruit if this is how you see yourself. I want you to see yourself transforming from the seedling stage into a more adult form of whatever plant that is of your choice. I want you to see yourself going into more of a blossoming stage. If you are a flower, I want you to visualize the petals opening. If you are a tree, I want you to visualize hints of fruit beginning to bear and become ready to be picked upon your branches. And I want you all to feel this growth. I want you to feel yourself growing now and imagine what that growth feels like. Nasara satash ana asi rasar un kaarasir un an kaarasir. Don't be afraid to be creative now. This is your opportunity to use your imagination very powerfully. There is no restriction here. There is no limitation here. This plant can be of your very own design. It can be growing however you choose, however you like. I just want you to see yourself growing now. See yourself growing while staying firmly planted I want you to feel your roots growing as those leaves blossoming, going deeper and deeper into the earth. And as your roots go deeper, I want you to feel yourself going higher and higher and higher now. Anasakara sir natash ikira sanatash ir karasir. On ar ir sar. On ar ir sara ir. Don't be afraid to use your imagination, to use the creativity inside your imagination. There is no limitation. Always remember that when you're designing things inside your mind, we tend to put limits and stuff based on belief systems saying, that's too much, that doesn't exist. I don't even want to imagine that because it's unrealistic. That is ego. When we go to those states, that's ego. We need to remember that and transcend those opportunities. Those are opportunities, actually, is what they are. When that comes in, it's showing us, look, this is where we've kind of hit a plateau point, and this is your opportunity to take that and grow and expand it and release that limitation, release that. Because our blocks, our limitations, our shadows are actually some of our greatest ways of understanding more about ourselves. They show us things that we wouldn't have seen otherwise. We would have just kind of been blinded by our own light, you know what I mean? Alright, so I want you all to just take one more nice deep breath. And you can begin to start coming back into your body as we just anchor and ground this meditation, ground the light codes and the energy, the DNA activations that came through this meditation. And I want you to go ahead and just feel yourself coming all the way back to your body now and really feeling yourself firmly grounded, firmly planted into your physicality, in this here, in this now, and feel yourself fully present right here and right now. And take a nice deep breath and just anchor in that feeling now. And if you have your eyes closed, you can go ahead and open them now. And I'm just going to go ahead and look over the chat. My eyes are still a little bit blurry from the meditation, so it's going to take me a second to be able to read again. 440 in Scotland. Oh, I saw that already. Hi, Marty! I hope you made it in time for the meditation. It was a good one. How's everybody feeling? Oh, 1919. Nice. Go ahead and take a drink of water if you haven't already. Man, everything is still doubled. Like, my vision is so, like, it's funny. I can't explain it. I got that double vision. I'm sorry, I was like, I just like, the most random songs will run through my head at the most random times. Thank you all for joining on this beautiful meditation. I'm so grateful to have you all. Yes, nothing like a channeled message during a meditation. I'm glad you picked up on that. We channeled wicked cool vines with lots of fruits with petals. Thank you, Fairy Face. Beautiful. You're a tree. Yes. This is actually one of my favorite visualizations to do to help me ground, is to see myself as an actual plant growing, the roots growing, and then see myself going through the whole, like, blossoming. Spirit radio, that's an interesting synchronicity. I just wrote a song. It's like an 80s song, but it's got angel radio beeps on it. That's funny. And when you, that's, I know that's not the same thing, but that just made me think of it. You were a giant tree. I connected to the hive mind in the forest. I could shift my consciousness between trees. I could see humans walking by. So beautiful. That's incredible. That's so cool. And I've also heard that trees can communicate with each other through the root systems. I don't know if that's 100%, but like, I believe it. Yes, thank you very much. That was beautiful. I'm glad you made it. I'm so glad you made it. One of my favorite flowers is the hibiscus. I used to have, well, come to think of it, so my sister had a hibiscus plant, and I think my nanny has it planted at her house now, when we moved out of San Francisco. I think she's the one that ended up with it. I'll have to ask her, because I feel like she sent me a picture of it, like, what plant is this? I think it was one of yours, but I don't know what it is, and I think I told her it was a hibiscus. I'm not 100% though. We did have one, though. So pretty, and it smelled so good. Oh, you're welcome, Sarah. I hope you're feeling better now. I feel like I'm vibrating and glowing. Nice. I enjoyed the way the dirt felt as the roots grow. Yes. Yes. So, for me, it feels like, you know how when, I don't know how many of you guys are gardeners, but you know how when you had just a real light sprinkling and the earth is just kind of not, it's not wet, but it's just got that slight dampness and it's a little bit cool and it has that kind of almost like a musty smell to it. Oh, that's like my favorite thing. And I can like, I can feel it. It's such a profound memory that I have, that I can like visualize. I can feel that sensation surrounding my entire body. It's definitely one of the ways that helps me ground. One of the visualizations I use. Yes, trees can talk to each other. It's even in mainstream science now. Yeah, I think that's where I saw it, was a science article. I was like group dancing. I love that. I could totally imagine it too. Mother-in-law's tongue. Yes. I'm a willow. Oh, I'm glad you made it, Hannah Mori. And a willow is a synchronicity. A big synchronicity. Mother Earth felt so warm and beautiful as a seed. Oh, yes. I know. She is a perfect womb. She really is. Love do. I can totally smell that exact smell. One of my faves. I know, right? Totally. Thank you for being here, Hannah Mori. I hope you're feeling better, by the way. It's been a weird, like, I had to take a nap today after dinner. I went and laid down from 5 to 6. It's like, I'm not going to go live tonight if I don't get a nap in right now. We are Groot. Yes. Yes. Oh, I feel really good, though, after that meditation. I think I definitely needed that extra grounding today. And I haven't done a lot of light language lately, so it just felt really good for my soul to speak it. I think I forget how soothing it is for me, just to speak light language. I know it's like it helps you guys too, which is incredible. Thank you, Jansu. You have a beautiful night. Lots and lots of loves. Yeah, we'll probably cut it in a little bit too. I've been trying to keep them at like right about an hour. That's just so that people will actually watch the replays. But if y'all are still hanging out, you know, y'all always stay if you have questions. I am going to start doing more lives and more videos and stuff. I know I said that the last 2, but I need to get my watch time up to 4,000 hours, and it was only about half that. So that's my fault because I haven't been making a lot of content. And my lives have been kind of short. So I'm going to be going live doing tarot more, and then also doing some videos for you guys, some more healing videos, light language videos, some breathwork videos. I'm going to start doing the dance meditations again. I had to get over this whole self-love hump that I was dealing with, where I was kind of in more of a self-loathing stage for a little while. And so dancing for people was very hard for me because I was kind of like despising myself. And I had to realize that I was doing that and see how it was kind of affecting me and my ability to interact with people, because I was just so beating up on myself for no reason. So I had to realize that was a big shadow that I had to overcome. And so as I kind of overcame that and am still overcoming it, I'm going to, oh, thank you, John Benny. It's always very colorful. As I'm kind of developing my own self-love and getting better at it, I will be able to do the dance lives again. So that was probably the biggest thing that was keeping me from doing that, and it was hard to do them on the lives. Like when I would do the lives, it was like kind of like I had to do it. There was no talking myself out of it. So when I do like the separate videos, which is what I'll be doing, it's a little bit easier for me to make the video and just be like completely hate on myself and never ever post it, which is what I've done in the past. So I've been working a lot on that. So you guys will get to see more of the dance meditations. They'll be coming back. Some breathwork meditations, those are going to come back too. And then more light language meditations, more starseed activations. I'm going to start doing those again. So those of you that missed the starseed activations, I'm going to get back up on those and start bringing those through again. So you guys will be seeing more of me. I did spend the past almost year going through like kind of another dark night of the soul, which I feel like is pretty common. Like you have a dark night of the soul and that assists with your awakening. And then you go through an awakening process and you get really, really high into your awakening. And then you go through like a second dark night of the soul during your awakening, where it's almost like, it's like dark night of the soul and then it's like a dark night of the ego. It's almost like more integrated version of dark night of the soul, where you're looking a lot at your ego and how the ego is still kind of maybe running things in ways that we couldn't realize before because we were still in autopilot. Oh, that's beautiful, soul sister. I actually had an element of that shadow self-resentment come up recently, too, doing my best right now to work with that, yeah. It's been a big one, and I think also Capricorn energy right now is helping us all really look at that. Oh, Saturn. And there she put Saturn up. So Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so you got that Saturnian influence. So Saturn is a great teacher. So a lot of ways that we learn is through very constricted environments, where Saturn can kind of be like that Professor Snape type of teacher, like very strict, but always kind of and almost seems like the mean teacher and almost seems like the bad guy, but underneath it all, there's actually like a good person under there and a whole like backstory of good stuff under there. So that's how I feel about like Saturn and Capricorn. That's my Professor Snape. I'm not sure what phase I am with my spiritual awakening. I mean, Zari, you're right in that beginning phase, but that is okay because you really don't want to be too integrated right now, or you will lose your minds. You just take baby steps. We're just gonna break you in very gently, little one. Thank you, Tila. Thank you. You are beautiful too, and all of you, every single one of you, even you dudes. You are beautiful, and I want you to feel that in your heart. I want you to feel how beautiful you are, okay? Because that's something that we don't tell ourselves enough. And especially you guys, because you're programmed to tell yourselves that you're not allowed to be beautiful, that that's a feminine thing. We need to see beauty as a non-binary thing, as something that has no gender. Beauty should be for everyone, not just, a feminine thing. Beauty should also... You should be able to tell yourself you're beautiful as a dude. I feel like that is something that we need to cut out of the programming that has been, kind of implemented in society, Yeah, baby steps, definitely. Is our masculines aren't allowed to be vulnerable or sensitive, and we need to allow them to do that. And that's going to create a lot of healing for our masculine energies in ourselves as females, and then for our masculines, our external masculines. Take it one step at a time, Zara. Yes. Yes, definitely. Complimenting yourself. Yes. Those faces so shiny. Yes. Feels like day one every day. My awakening, like I get reborn every morning. Well, you know, every morning you wake up is like it's like a rebirth, you know, and every day is a new day. Every day you have the opportunity to start fresh. You don't have to continue playing out the same subconscious programs that implement things at day to day, especially if you become aware of your subconscious programs and what's running. You can change them. And one of the things that was channeled during a session recently was how we have this understanding that it takes 21 days or longer to change a habit, to change a pattern. But really, it can be changed faster than that. We put that number on it because a lot of us, it takes us, you know, a good week or 2 weeks just to even get into the whole role. Like, you could do it in a week. I think is what she said was 8 days. It takes 8 days to change a habit, not 21. And I think that that's very true because I've watched my whole life change in a week just by changing one thing that I do, one thought, one habit, one thing that I realized that was not serving me, and stopped it and watched everything change in a matter of just like days, like a week. Like, it happens fast. So maybe in the past things were slower and maybe it did take 21 days to change a habit, but now if there's something that you guys need to let go of because it's holding you back, don't think it's going to take you a month to turn around. Know that if you really are determined and you have the intention and you set your mind to change something, watch it change in a week. Like, just try it. If you don't believe me, the best thing you can do is prove me wrong. That's what I want you to do. I want you to prove me wrong. I want you to change one thing and then come back in 8 days and tell me if you didn't notice some kind of change in your life. If that did not switch something around in your life. Just try it. Prove me wrong. 12-12-44. There we go. There's my synchronicity. 209-11. There we go. Like, does it get any more synchronous? And I just got chills. You just got chills, Bravery. Does it get any more and Angelfish? Life past 7. Who else is a life past 7? Throw 7 in the chat if you're a life past 7. I know there's a couple of us here. I know me and Angel aren't the only ones. I think Jan, aren't you at life past 7? I might be wrong about that. So, I know there's another one of you in there somewhere. But yeah. Tower just jumped. Challenge accepted. Yes. Yes. Prove me wrong. Nothing would make me happier, you guys. John Binney, it was you. That's who it was. I was like, I know there's another one of you that's a 7. Oh, a life path 1. Ooh, that's awesome, Zara. A 9. Hitting that mastery point, Soul Moons. You want to prove me right? Yes, you can prove me right too. That's good. You can prove me right, prove me wrong. I just want to see you guys do it. Like, honestly, nothing would make me happier. And hashtag it. Hashtag it 8-day change. Okay? Let's see what we can do in 8 days. See what ways we can shift our lives around in 8 days. And I'm getting chills right now. I'm gonna have to do a separate video for this. We'll have to start a challenge. 8-day change challenge. I am Not a number, LOL. Oh, okay. I totally get that too. Labels can be frustrating. Much love, sister. I should get going. Sending energetic hugs. Yes, definitely. You sleep well, dear one. Much love. 3 is always around me too. 3 is a very powerful number. 3 times 3 is 9 after all, yes. And 3, just in general, like energetically, you know, you have the Trinity. It's in a lot of sacred geometry. It's just, 3 is a very powerful number in spirituality in general. The affirmation I like to say is the principles of Reiki, because they all say, only for today, it gives you the chance to try again tomorrow. Oh, yes, only for today. Yes. AJ change. Yes. Thank you, Angelfish. Hashtag AJ change. So anybody who wants to join this challenge, those of you that have YouTube channels, I want you to go ahead and just do a video. AJ change. It can be a short video. And just talk about maybe one thing you want to change over the next 8 days. And then, so you can say what you want to change for the next days and 8 days, and then come back in 8 days and do a video and talk about what you see, if you've noticed, if there has been any changes in your life since you made that change, or if there hasn't. And then, so you'll have a 2-part thing. So, hashtag 8-day change. Those of you guys that want to join the challenge, I'll do my video tomorrow. And we'll start the 8-day challenge. That'll be really fun. Life Path 9 with Master Number 33, which makes perfect sense, especially with some of the information we've channeled and we've brought through your hypnosis sessions, Sarah. That makes, I mean, it's totally in alignment with kind of your mission here on this planet, and what you're doing now and what you'll be doing in the future is all connected to that numerology. Yes, 8-day change. And I know Soul Moon's Rising will be on it, because she's always on it. So the rest of you, goodbye snacks. Nice one, John Benny. For me, I haven't decided, but I think I might have to do dairy, because that's a big one that is a challenge for me, that my body does not agree with so much, but I have a hard time with. So I think I'm going to do the 8-day dairy and see how I feel in 8 days with 0 dairy. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's the one I'm going to do. I can be strong. If you don't want to do a video, you can just put in the chat what you think you're going to change for the next 8 days. We can come back, well, it'll be the Friday after next that we'll talk about the change. But you guys will get an update next Friday on where I'm at. And if I had to start over or not. I'll be totally honest with you guys. I won't cheat, I promise. I feel so close to you, Sarah. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Alright, so does anybody have any more questions? Anything you want to talk about? What's the spanner? Maybe you can rephrase that. I'm not sure what a spanner is. If you're wondering what this is just the butterfly kisses in a really big tin. So, this will be new in the store. I'm going to start doing the bigger tins too of the chapstick, because the little ones, they go so fast. I went through 3 of them like really quickly. So I decided to start doing the bigger ones, and then I also noticed that, I don't know if it's just because I keep dropping mine, but the lid on all 3 of them broke off on the sides, so I don't really want to do the plastic containers anymore. So I'm going to start doing the bigger ones. So you do get a lot more in it too, so they will cost a little bit more, but
you could drop them, you can throw them. Oh, spanner moderator. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying, but yeah. So the new stuff that'll be in the store will be in these tins, and so I'll have the cinnamon with the mica, and then I have a couple that will have no mica in them. So if you don't want the mica, the sparkles. So those will be also like cinnamon and chocolate mint, and those will be in the store in the future. I know the store the shop is closed right now, you guys. It should be open either by tomorrow or the next day. I did get some of the inventory done and labeled and ready to go in the store. I basically like ran out of everything and then didn't really have a lot of money to buy new supplies, and so I was able to make a couple sales recently of some of my jewelry, so I was able to buy more supplies. And so the store should be refilled and reopened very soon. I just got a whole shipment of stuff on Monday and Tuesday of new oils and bottles, and I gotta get a couple more things, but I will be having stuff in the shop coming in the next day or two. So if anybody's been trying to order stuff and wondering why it's been closed, that's why. There was just nothing in it. So I did get some bottles made, some oils made, and labeled, so those will be going in the shop soon. Hopefully by tomorrow or the next day. And then I've got these bottled. I just need to get some labels made for them, and then I'm also going to order some more tins so that I can have more. I didn't realize the box was only, it only had 12 tins in it, so I guess I didn't look at the number, because I had ordered 2 boxes, and one was a bigger one, so there's not very many. I'm just going to tell you now, so if they sell out quick, that's why. Ditch sugar and gain big time. Yes. So, yeah, I'm kind of back and forth. Do I want to give up sugar or dairy? I'll figure out which one. Because sugar's a big one for me too, bravery, man. And I've been kind of, like, doing a little bit too much of it. I'm just going to be honest. I have been overindulging, you guys. And that's part of the reason why I had such a rough last couple weeks. It does make sense, considering you're not a starseed. You're more of like a galaxy seed, or Earth seed, galaxy seed. I don't even know how to explain it, like a parallel universe type seed. It's more than star seed. It's like more of like a galaxy seed. Allergic to lactose. I'm lactose sensitive, definitely. I shouldn't be on it. On the chat. Oh, what's the spanner on the chat? You're talking about the Blue Wrench crew. So, if anytime somebody needs to post a link, I gotta make them a moderator. So, I have lots of moderators, and they keep control of all the trolls. They kick them out when they come in. A lot of times I don't even notice them now. Y'all are on it. Gotta go get the Cocoa Puff to sleep. Oh, okay. Good night, baby. UK bro got it. Spanner equals wrench. Ah, okay. What would I be considered since I'm not a starseed? Yeah, you're definitely like a type of starseed. It's just more integrated than that. It's more of like a galaxy seed. It like goes beyond its, I don't know, it's like you're a parallel, basically. They are large lip balm sized. Yeah, they're large sized. Like the other ones I think were only like 5 milliliters. These are like 15 or something, so they're like 3 times as big. But you're not sure what you're ready to give up. That's okay. You can think about it for a while. You don't have to start it tomorrow. The thing I like about these, though, is that you can toss them, you can throw them, and they won't break. that was the problem I kept having with the plastic ones, was the lids would break. And so, that was a little frustrating for me. And any of you guys that have them too, if that was frustrating for you, I'm sorry. Let me know. I'll send you a brand new one. I'm not going to put them back into the shop. I'm just going to give them away as free gifts and packages that people buy. And stick with the metal tins from now on. It is a learning curve, having a shop and doing these products, like finding the right containers, bottles. I do have challenges with them for sure. I know in the beginning, I had to look at the straws of the types of bottles I was buying because of the oils that I use. The ones with the smaller straws were getting clogged. So I have like several types of bottles that I can't even use, that they're just empty bottles and I just give to people as gifts. I always find use of the things that I can't use in the store, but it is a learning curve. So if any of you guys ever buy a product from me and you have an issue with it, always feel free to reach out. I can send you a new nozzle sprayer if you're having problems with the sprayer. If you have problems with the product, let me know. If you have problems with the container, let me know. Like, these are all things that you can talk to me about. Like, if you have any issues with any of the stuff from the store, please reach out. I will replace it. I will fix it however I need to. If you buy a piece of jewelry from me and it breaks, you can send it back and I will fix it and then send it back to you. Like, whatever. I'm always here to work with you guys, as, like, you know, what's the word people buy stuff? Consumers, as my consumers. I'm always here to work with you, okay? Hey, Chakra Bunny! Welcome! So, I was just about to call it, oh, Sarah, did I send your package yet? I can't remember. It might still be sitting on my desk. You do have a package coming from me soon. I don't think I got it sent out in the mail yet, though. I think it's still... Oh, no, it's not, because I was going to add another thing to it. It's still sitting in this package. But you'll be getting it soon from me, Sarah. Yes. Yes, you'll be able to make an order soon. God, my potty mouth would love to kick the sailors out. Or are you talking about the wrench? If you want to be a moderator, I can make you a moderator. That's not a big deal. Oh, with your potty mouth. Oh, okay, for the 8-day challenge. Totally. Yeah. That would probably be a good... Sarah says she will also fix products that she makes too. So if anybody buys anything from Sarah and you have an issue with it, let her know and she can fix it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I could do the no cussing. Like, it's just so automatic for me sometimes. I've had to be better about it because of my kids, but they also know better than to repeat it when I do use bad words. Like, they know. I taught them early on, like, when they would repeat a bad word that I would say, like, I'd stop them dead in their tracks. Like, look, that word is for adults only. Just because I say it does not mean it's okay to say as a dad, as a little one. That just adults only, okay? When you're an adult, then you can say it, but it's adults only. Does anybody have any more questions? Anything you want to talk about before I call it for the night? And then I will reconnect with you guys later on this week. Yes, thank you for putting your link below, you guys. spiritwithintahoe.com. So right here, I can show you one of the things that you can find in her store. So this is one of the beautiful items I got from Sarah. And this is a smudging wand with a beautiful quartz crystal. And then it also has jasper, unakite, and opalite. And so it's got these, this is, I think, hawk and blue jay and peacock. Or that might be a different type of bird. You told me it was a different type of bird. But at Tahoe, like, we have a lot of them in Tahoe. I used to collect these feathers. I actually have a bag of a bunch of these little blue feathers that I used to find them outside my doorstep. I lived on Anita in Tahoe. My kids are better sailors. It's funny to me, but the neighbors are not impressed. My kids don't swear in front of me. Yeah, my kids are not allowed to swear. I'm working on getting resin supply so I can start making organite products. That's really awesome. I've been working a little bit of a challenge, Soul Moons. It's really expensive, the resin. So the fuck-ups are really expensive. There I am talking. See what I mean? The mess-ups are really expensive, so just keep that in mind. And also, if you're using UV resin, that stuff is really pricey. If you're using the 1-to-1 ratio resin, you're going to want to work with some kind of a heating element, whether you have like a blowtorch or whatever. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of issues with bubbles, okay? So that's what I've, from experience right now, and I'm still, Stellar J, that's the word. Yeah. So I'm still like trying to perfect my technique with the resin. It is a challenge, but I'll tell you what, a couple of the little mini pyramids that I've gotten that have turned out really good kick out a good amount of energy. So definitely like working with organite. I'm just telling you now, it's expensive. So you might want to start like just gradually gaining the supplies. And like instead of buying the pre-cut wire pieces, particles, I save all of my scrap wire, like this stuff, and then I just cut it. I just sit there with my wire cutters and just cut it into bits, and I use that. So if you have scrap wire or anything like that you can cut yourself, hand cut, that'll save you a lot of money on overpriced organite materials. I can make organites kind of a little bit cheaper because I have a lot of the materials already on hand. Resin is the most expensive stuff for me because I already have all the crystals and the wire and copper and all of that because it's just like stuff that I have on hand for all my other products. But the resin itself is pretty pricey. But it's fun. I'll tell you what, it's probably like one of my favorite things to play around with. And you guys will see more of that in the shop as I get better at making them. I've really just been making stuff and giving it away because none of it I felt like is worthy of selling because there's always like so many imperfections in it. The few that I've made that probably were sellable, I've also given away. So, yeah. I have a hard time giving up your raven feathers. Oh, I don't blame you. Yes, I'm very crafty. I have a hookup at the metal shop to get metal shavings. Yes. Perfect. Yes, that's where they get you too, is on these stupid little things like metal shavings, which shouldn't cost very much, but they charge you at the butt for them. And you kind of need those metal shavings. Like, so the way I do it is I do like layers, and depending on what kind of stones I'm working with, what kind of, but it's different layers of copper and metal shavings, copper wire that I will usually put into some kind of either wrap it around a crystal or put it into some kind of a spiral or configuration. And then some of them I like to put a layer of glitter in to make it pretty because it's simply for aesthetics. It really doesn't have any energetic purposes, but it sure does make it pretty. So stones, the copper wire, the metal shavings, you can put little bits of gold flakes or whatever if you want. But they do turn out nice. So this one I didn't personally make. This was someone else's, but as you can see, it's pretty beat up. It actually belonged to one of my kids, and you can tell they've been tossing it around. But it looks like for them, they have like a quartz point with copper wire wrapped around the quartz. So if you imagine when you make them, you do them upside down. So you would put that first layer in with the quartz point. And then it looks like they have a layer of, what is that? Probably some kind of a green stone. Probably jade. layer of jade, it looks like a layer of gold, and then a layer of metal shavings, and then another layer of crystals, and then another layer of epoxy. So it's just layering like the stones and the resin and the metal just in different layers, and it actually creates like a little generator of energy. And if you like, one of the ways you can kind of test out the pyramids, this is kind of how I do it, is I just put it in the palm of my hand. And I just sit there for a minute, and you can put your other hand over on top, and you just feel the difference in the energy. And for me, I'll start to feel it start to vibrate a little bit, and that's when I know it's starting to kind of pick up. And that's kind of one of the ways you can test out to see if you've got a good pyramid. It's just if you can feel the energy coming from it, or if it just feels like you're holding a piece of plastic in your hand. The imperfections are what make it perfect. I know, you're going to get the imperfect ones because you asked for it. Specifically, the one that I showed you. The little one with the lapis lazuli. And so yours has lapis lazuli, obsidian, selenite, and black tourmaline. With copper wire, and then it also has cut pieces of copper, silver, stainless steel. Yeah, I think it's just copper, silver, stainless steel. And then a copper wire that has the rose gold coating on it. Feather, leaves, and rocks. I have every pocket of flannels altered by Washer collects the days of adventures. My raven friends drop them for me when I need them. I found them all in Tahoe. That's beautiful. Hug Sarah, it's always where the feathers come from. Turkey feathers all the way from Cape Peacock from Mom's house, and Crow's gift from my pretty bird. Aww. Feels like I'm queen when blessed with gifts from the Fae. Raven, oh lovely. Yes. I love the imperfect ones too, gives them personality. Yes, indeed. Indeed. It's definitely a lot of fun. Like, because there's so many things you can do with resin. It's so multiversatile. You can make so many different things. And it's just like, I don't know. I was having fun with some of the, I don't have any nearby, but like the little round pendant things that I have, that I use for like my dream catchers and stuff. So I took a couple of them that had like deeper set ridges, and I put the resin inside of it, and then put a little bit of like glitter into the ridges. So it took like just a little plain silver pendant, and then once I added the resin and the glitter, and then I could also resin in like different stones. Like one of them I resined in like firm, like better than any glue you've ever used. And it just like turned this tiny little silver, piece of nothing into this really cool little pendant just by adding a little bit of epoxy and glitter. Like that stuff is very versatile. Like I really enjoy working with it a lot. It's really a lot of fun. I'm totally crafty. I love making stuff. It's my favorite thing in the world. And I'm hoping that, they'll start opening things up, hopefully by the time, like, if we do move back, when we do move back, because they've got that farmer's market down there. And different opportunities to set up like booths and stuff. I remember my sister was doing booths for a while down in Carson, so I think it was Carson, maybe it was Reno. I'll have to ask her where she was set up at. I know it's different for glass blowers, but I'm sure she can probably help me find the location where. I just want to be able to make stuff and sell stuff like more than just online eventually. That would be my goal, to be able to like set out a table and do like a booth. Yes, the Fae love me. I'm one of the only souls I know that can step inside a fairy circle and not be affected. Nice.
Oh, the stream's a bit low. Your giggle fills smile batteries. Thank you. One ring to rule them all. I like the Lord of the Ring reference. Carson, Nevada might be a bit closer to me too. Oh, yeah? Yeah, you know, it might be. Good morning, Alex. I'm glad we stayed on for just a little while longer so we could say hi. Welcome. We are going to be cutting it out here just shortly. We're really just kind of chatting it up right now, talking about super random stuff. But yeah, Carson or Reno would probably be where we move to, most likely. Even like Minden and Gardnerville got really expensive. I couldn't believe it. Like, I remember when Gardnerville used to be like the cheap place to live. No, it's where all the fancy people are at, I guess. How many of you guys in the chat have done anything like, if you are breaking 2 rings a week, it means you are done with the energy from them? Interesting. I need a ring. I can't break 2 rings 2 weeks. What kind of a ring are you breaking? Are they glass rings or are they like metal rings? I love you, Alex. We're an hour from Jackpot. Oh, Jackpot! I played a gig in Jackpot. I think I played in Jackpot a couple times. At some casino there. Gosh, I think it was an Indian casino. 'Cause I remember. I'm trying to remember, like, I can't remember the name of the casino, but I can vaguely picture, like, what the stage looked like, because we were playing in a showroom. We weren't even out on the floor. We were in a showroom because we were playing it was for, like, a high school reunion or something like that, because I remember they kept asking us to play 90s music, and we're like, we don't play any 90s songs. I think we had, like, 2 90s songs, and I think one of them was, like, Hella Good by No Doubt. I don't even know if that's a 90s song. And I think there was, like, one other one that I think was a 90s song. It was, it's that one that's, like, Smash Mouth or something like that. I think it was Smash Mouth. It was one Michael did. Oh, gosh. I'm just on a tangent again. Had to pop up. Well, I hope you have a beautiful night. I can help you with the craft fair connection to also spirit craft fairs. Yes. Thank you, Sarah. That's exactly what I need. Because, like, I know, like, Natasha has kind of an idea because they used to do the booth for their shop. But they sell glass, so it's a little different. Stargate rings. There are 2. Horseshoe and Cactus Pete's. I think it was Cactus Pete's. And I think we played a horseshoe too. But I remember, because there's like, I think on Cactus Pete's, one of the letters of the signs is like kind of broken or something like that. But I can like see it in my mind now. That's funny. But I think we played a horseshoe too. Because I'm pretty sure we played a couple gigs in Jackpot. Because I think we played, one was on a stage, and I think one of them was like a high school reunion or something like that. I've played so many gigs in like boondock towns, like weird places. What was another place that was kind of weird? Calusa was another interesting place that we played a gig in. A couple times, actually. I think that's closer to Susanville, though. Yeah. That's late night gigs in a cover band, you know, dive bars, casinos,
back showrooms for high school parties, weddings, weird stuff. We used to play the strangest gigs. Angelfish, were you wearing the jade on your left hand? Oh no, one from your mom and one from your grandma. Oh no. On the ring finger. It was on my right hand, my bad, blonde roots. Oh, okay. I know, like, the left hand is connected to, like, receiving. Also, if you're wearing, like, anything, stones connected to the heart, you're supposed to wear them on the left. I think, Sarah, you're the one that told me that. Yeah. I haven't had any, I mean, actually, I did have one of my rings break. My copper ring broke on my birthday, or the day before my birthday. We currently have turquoise surfboard on left ring finger. I have a big spiritual community in Tahoe that I'm connected to. Once we can start doing them again. Yes. That would be nice. I really hope that opens up again. Wondering if we come back. I'm just gonna tell the universe that I want to go back and just like put myself there. It's hard being in a town where you have no friends. It's just very lonely. You don't know anybody here. I do have one friend here that I see every now and then, but that's all. And then my sister lives like 40 miles away in another town nearby. But I don't see her that often. She comes to see me. She's really good about that. So I have that to be very grateful for. I got to bond with my niece because of that. She brings her over to see me. Beautiful little Megan. You will have to fix it and wear it on the left because jade is the stone of the heart. Okay, so yeah, it was you that said that. Jade also works a lot with angelic frequencies, so if you do a lot of angelic channeling or work with angelics in general, jade is a very powerful stone to wear, to carry with you and to work with. It's also really good, like, if you're trying to bring in abundance. It's a good abundance stone, too. I can be there a few hours, Faery play date. Where, Carson? I would come visit you if we drive through more often. It's only like once every couple years we go that way. You know, it's fine. I definitely don't feel like I'm in an environment where I can like visit people either. Like my apartment's so tiny here, like so we can't really have guests, and so a lot of times like I don't know. It was just really hard. It's just being here in general is really hard. But it was an experience. I had to come back here so I could heal my inner child wounds because this is kind of where I had implemented them. So sometimes you have to go back to the places where wounds were started in order to heal them. So as I've been able to kind of heal those wounds, I don't really feel a need to stay here any longer. There's just no reason for me to be here anymore. So I feel like it's time to go back. Your husband's family lives in Salem. I used to live in Portland and Boring, which is kind of near Salem. They said 7 hours. I need Cannon Beach vibes. Oh, that's over on Oregon coast. So I've been to Cannon Beach a couple times. I always remember it because of that haystack rock out there. It's really beautiful. Meet at the beach. I don't have a car. I'm kind of stuck where I'm at. I'm going to try to buy a car, though, this year. So that I can work outside of home again. would be nice. I have a sister in Dundee, Oregon. Where is Dundee? Alright, you guys, I am starting to feel very tired, and I am going to go ahead and call it. We could do that or have coffee. You need red jasper to ground angelfish. Who's triggering you? Oh, is somebody triggering angelfish? Oh, because of the ring breaking. That makes sense. It also could be because she just has so much energy. She needs extra grounding. Love road trips. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to see you guys all next Friday, if not before then. I love you all. Until next time. And just remember, lives are going to be starting at 8:15 from now on.